Let's go. Back-to-back Big Ten champions, Michigan Wolverines. We're not getting upset like TCU and USC did. Look at this. You know, we beat Purdue. Anyway, I have nothing against Purdue. Purdue played a great game, hard fought. Did it better I thought they were going to, and I hope they win their bowl game, whatever that is. So let's get into this game. Michigan ended up dominating in the second half. Even though this game, Purdue scored a lot of points, they only scored one touchdown. They had 5 field goals, which is 15 points, plus 7 is the 22, which is what they had, but we had 43, thanks to 3 J.J. McCarthy passing touchdowns and 2 Will Johnson interceptions. And first half, though, was a different story. If anyone who watched the game probably would have laughed at Michigan the first half, their defense specifically, they just could not tackle. They couldn't. I don't know why. Every time it's like, oh, we make a simple tackle. Nope, well, there goes the Purdue guy. And that one receiver that Purdue has, what's his name? Charlie Jones, I think. Oh, man, that was like O'Connell's #1 guy. And, you know, even I wanted Purdue to lose. I have nothing against Purdue. It sucks, the story about Aiden O'Connell, about his brother dying. It sucks about that. And I hope Purdue wins their bowl game. I hope they end their season off on a high note. But, man, I did not want Purdue to win today. And they didn't. Michigan, unfortunately, Michigan was just the better team. Donovan Edwards was named the MVP of the game. Well, he had a great game. He had a touchdown. I know he had at least one. I can't remember if he had more than one. But J.J. McCarthy, 3 passing touchdowns. One, that beautiful catch by Colston Loveland. I think that was his only catch of the game. Then another to Luke Schoonmaker, and then the final one to Ronnie Bell. And it just felt weird. Blake Corum wasn't there. He didn't play, and Donovan Edwards at the end of his speech for accepting the MVP award praised Blake Corum, said that he definitely would have won the Heisman this year if he didn't get hurt, and I believe that since the other quarterbacks kind of ended on a bad note with Caleb Williams and C.J. Stroud, and I guess that Max Duggan guy that came out of nowhere, and everybody said Michigan's not going to beat Ohio State without Blake Corum. They did. Michigan's not going to win the Big Ten without Blake Corum. They did. And Donovan Edwards had a great game. Ronnie Bell didn't play in the Big Ten championship last year because of his torn ACL. Played this year and had a great game, receiving touchdown, I meant to say. McCarthy, he had a mostly great game. He had that one interception that was terrible, where he was just trying to force something at that point, and it was just terrible. And then he had that other play where it looked like he was going to run. He was past the line of scrimmage, but then he threw the ball for some reason. It was just a mistake. It happens. But so we get a break. We'll play in the Fiesta Bowl against probably TCU on December 31st. And the one thing that was annoying during the half... All right. The entire game was annoying. That first quarter, the game ended after midnight, and the game kicked off at 8:15. Mainly because of that first quarter alone. There's like 5 reviews, and they took like forever. These referees could not make up their minds. And then the commercials are annoying. These Fox is terrible watching games. The Ohio State game was nowhere near as bad. I don't know why for this game Fox was like, let's just make this as annoying as possible to watch. And then but referees were terrible, like I knew they were going to. That crew, I knew they were going to be bad. Even when they were going to do the coin toss, I saw the ref had the coin, I was like, oh boy, it's this guy. I knew it was going to be a bad game, and I was right. But we played better than the refs refed. And better team won at the end of the day, so we'll see who we play. TCU, Could be Ohio State, not Alabama, because for some reason during halftime they interviewed Nick Saban, of all people. He's like, yeah, we should get in. It's like, you lost 2 games, and you haven't beaten anybody good. So, end of the day, we won. Back-to-back Big Ten champions. Ohio State, man, wants to sit at home. We should have been us. Well, you know, we had to see you win the Big Ten 4 times in a row. So now it's your turn to see us win some.